Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I just got back, sorry.
No problem, it's okay. So everything is fine with you? Now it's
Yeah.
starting the exams.
Yeah, exam started like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Hmm.
So like I still next week I have like 4 exams.
Wow, that's tough. That is tough. Okay, my heart with you. Um, I mean, was it difficult then to look at the complex exercise that I passed you?
I couldn't really figure it out. So um
Really? Okay. But you know, this exercise is one of the most, uh, I would say that if you look back at it and just give it some thought, it's quite easy, not so difficult like the other ones. The other one is quite tricky. You have to change in many places. So okay, never mind. I mean, I'm not saying that you are. I mean, of course, definitely, it's things that are easy to me with 20 years of experience. Of course, it will be different from you. So I cannot compare your thinking to my thinking. It's totally different. So I'm packed with years of experience, and you still trying to learn and excel. So there is no way to compare. So okay, never mind. Just share with me. So don't take my notes as if I am criticizing you. I'm not.
okay, give me a minute because my Replit's still loading.
Okay. But I want you to do something important, please. Immediately after our class, download all your code from the Replit, because I think you are using the free account, and this free account, they might trigger you at any time, telling that you already exceed your how to say computing times or time usage or hours of usage, something like that. So if they do that, you will not be able to easily copy the code. You still be able to find a way to copy the code, yes, but it will not be so direct and easy. So please make sure you duplicate the code and download it on your computer. That's more safer.
Wait,
You,
what do you mean by download it?
okay, let me share then. So give me a second. I will. So this is a code. Of course, it's for a different language, but it doesn't matter. So are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So I come here. I say download. So that will download it to my computer. So if I come here also to this code, I can just say download. So did you
Okay.
get it? So of course you have to do it for every file, unfortunately. Okay. And so I'm doing it for VPE, which is Visual Basic, but you are able to do it for Java, for Python, for everything. So by doing so, you are able to take the same file and actually run it anywhere else. So if I go open it here, um, I can say open, and I believe it will open. Let me see, it will open somewhere. Mm -mm. Let me see if I can open it just using show in folder. I'll try to open it using some of the editors, just like Notepad. So, okay, now let me just share with you. So as you can see here, this is a little bit advanced Notepad. It's called Notepad++. If you like, I advise you to download that. This is very small program, and it's very nice because you're able to open Java, Visual Basic, Python, any language, and it will be how say colorful like that. So this is the file that I just downloaded. I just open it here. Okay, so this is a colorful or a little bit advanced version of the Notepad. Do you know what the mean Notepad?
Notepad?
Yes. Do you know what the mean Notepad?
No.
Okay, so this is the Notepad. if you are using Windows, so this is the Notepad. This is a simple program that come with the Windows that it make you able to open a text file that end with .text like that. So most of the text files we are able to open it using the Notepad. It's very, very simple program. It doesn't have any advanced feature. Just you're able to edit text files using it. Okay, not documents. You're not able to open documents, files that end with doc, but anything that end with .text or even .py, because most of our Python files end with py. So we are able to even open it here. So let me even give you an example that we are able to open. Let me see here. If I close that, give me a second. I will check if I have any Python file that I'm able to open it for you. Okay, I have a Python file here. Let me try to open it using a Notepad. Open with. Let me see. Let me open Notepad. So I can actually open. It will look weird, not beautiful. So this is a code. This is a Python code, actually. Okay. So this is for a different student. And the point here that I'm able to open that py file. And this is the Python code. Okay. So I'm able to open Python files using also Notepad. It's not nice. It's not, I cannot run the file. I can just edit it. Okay. I can edit it. I save it. That's it. Okay. So the difference between that normal Notepad that comes with the Windows and the advanced Notepad, which is Notepad++, is that it gives you more colors, make the things more readable. So that is, for me, if I would like to study a big code and I don't like to open Replit, or there is a problem with the Replit, then I open it here. Okay, so this is just another alternative. If Replit is working fine with you, just make sure you back up the file so that you don't come near the exam time and then something happened, then you are in a big issue.
You send that link to me
Which one?
of like whatever you're asking me to download.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yes, I can. Yes, let me write it down so that I. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I will do that. Okay. Now, let me stop my screen and please, are you able to share? How is it? Did you manage to open your Replit?
Okay. I wasn't sure what to do.
Yes, I can see that. Okay, now, so did you write any code? Did you manage to write any single line of code?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is that? For the auto? What happened to your code? Why it looks like a bit strange? Is it your code have problem? Why your process input process command looks like this and there is a while under it?
I don't know. I think I was trying something, but I don't know.
Okay, you was trying something. Okay, no problem. So
I don't
okay,
know what to write for this one.
okay. So do you notice that what I requested from you is actually what we was trying to achieve so far? I mean, the current code is equipped in a way that, give me a second, I would like to write. So, I mean, we are able to write fd, for example, max, and then we just write go, right? So this is the command that we use to execute, and it works, right? So,
Yeah.
so what if what I was trying to do, I just write auto. and then I write the commands that I want, but not in a vertical way, just in a horizontal way. So it doesn't really need that you make a new function. I mean, you don't need that. So if I say RT45 and then I say FD max like that. So, but just using auto, it means that it will execute all the commands one shot. But okay, let us think about it. When you enter the command this way, how it is doing? It takes a single command from me and insert it inside an array. Am I able to do the same here? So can you go to the place where we are able to receive the commands from the user and insert them inside an array? Do you still remember where? So there is two places, something called process input, which is it check what is the command, and then it do what? It execute the command, see what the command actually is, and then associate a function with that. So that is okay, one way. But then, yes, we need to modify something on the process input, but that is not the easy way, because I would like to run the minimum amount of code. How can I do that? So if you go to the main function, where I actually, if you go down here, I would like to make sure that you really understand here. So can you see this part? Every command that I take, I insert it in the commands list. Every command that the user input, I put it, insert it in the commands list. It's an array, okay? And then every time, can you see here, this is the commands. I take an input from the user, I change it to upper, and then I insert it in the commands array. And then what you do next, you loop through the commands array. And that's when you call the process input. So you call the process input with a single, you pass it a single command from this array. And then, okay, you check it is auto, it is go, it is FD. So every time we call the process input, we only pass it a single command. But where we insert all the commands, we insert it here. So the key, the easiest way is to, instead of we create, because that is a complex command actually. We go auto, we got different commands when we don't know what the user will input. So the easy way, if I detect there is an auto, then I will modify the code here, because I know this is separate commands. If I detect auto, then I will loop and make sure that I insert whatever commands that the user put here inside this. And then it will get processed as usual, as if it is a normal command that was entered on a single line. So why I don't do that? I mean, that is the easiest way for me. This is the least amount of code that I can modify. And that we need to always think like that. We need to think of the easiest way that make us enter less amount of commands. Every command we enter, we put it in the list. So I just need a way to detect the auto.
Then should I write?
Modify in this area. Yes, your modification should be in this area. You should
Should I
test.
change it to if
No, I
and
mean,
then
no, don't touch here. This is working fine, and don't disturb it. The only thing is, before you insert the command here in this line, you need to make sure that it is not auto. Because if it is auto, you cannot insert the whole line inside here.
I just write here if com if total
If
commands equals to, more than one, then.
co-
More than one, then. 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 Auto will run.
Pop, 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 pop. Okay, I would say, can you do a print statement? So go to this line and put a print statement and please print what is total commands. Yeah, put total commands. No, I mean you just write total commands equal, and then you put that total. Yeah, print the content of the total commands. Put comma after the double quotation, comma, and print total commands. So, and then run, please, the program. I want you to get a sense of what is actually total commands doing.
Oh,
Yes, continue, please.
okay.
Give more commands. So you print the goal and fd max, for example, just give commands and notice what is going to be printed out. This is just a way for us to understand. Yeah, fd max, okay. fd max might face a problem because there is always a space. You could just put go. So as you see, fd max is okay. Like, I mean, it should be with a space here, max, no problem. That's, we are just testing. But the thing is, what I would like, okay, can you put another command, for example, RT, and then you after you put the RT, go down and put go. So can you see here what's happening? Every time you enter a command, okay, so there is an error here. We need to check what is this turn right is doing. Maybe, did you change the code? Suppose that was running before.
No, I didn't change it. I didn't change it.
Okay, so he's telling that turn right is not defined. And that is,
I didn't change anything.
turn right. Is it possible that you can search for this turn right? So search
Yeah.
for, yeah. It is possible that you change it to turn right 90 or something. So just make sure that. So if I were you, I take this and search for it in the globals where we define it to make sure that this name is actually defined in the globals. The globals typically it's the first few lines of our program. Yep. Yes. So I suspect it correct. If you go to line 871,
Right.
you call it turn right 90. So I would say, okay, no problem. Just go down to the line 1132 and change it from turn right to turn right 90. 1132.
Mm. I turned 90.
Yes, exactly. Yes, correct. And I think also that will apply to this, because you changed this to turn 90, turn right 90, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, just now I saw that your global, you changed it turn left to turn left 90. So please add 90 also here so that we don't face a problem on this line again. Okay, that's good. So, okay, wait. Yeah, okay, you can run again and see.
Wait.
So total commands, every time you enter a command, it will keep incrementing. So at the end, when you reach your goal, it will tell you how many commands you actually entered to the program. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we would like to go to our main purpose, which is to write an auto command with something that takes here. But again, we don't want to think where we're going to end up. We just start little by little. So I would say make an if statement inside your code that can detect if the command entered is called auto.
Yeah, add it here.
Yes, you can try to add it here. Yes. Just put a print statement. At the start, just make it simple. Okay. Auto command is received. Okay, now run. And then when you write this auto command, one time you write it without any parameters here, without any commands beside it. Okay, press enter and then write go. So you see here, we managed to make, I mean, my code is able to detect that I write auto, which is okay, which is great, not bad. Okay, so it means that these two lines, you already put it in the correct place. Okay, simple first. Okay, now try to enter another command auto with something beside it and see what's going to happen.
It's not gonna work.
Okay, definitely, yes. Okay, of course, understood. But typically, we would expect to write a command beside it. So we write auto and then RT45, for example, just to modify the direction.
Mm.
So definitely also you will face an error. So he said auto command is received. He is able to detect this auto part. He said it's received, but definitely he do nothing. I mean, there is nothing executed, right? And then we know that this RT45 is received. So if you come here, if you come in this place, and you are able actually, if you come here, please. and put print yes. Now I would like you to print parts square bracket 1. Okay, run please. And put the same command like this. So, okay, now you see, huh? Okay, let me see. Do you notice where you was able to see? Do you see here? So I printed this and I printed the command that is coming beside the auto. So I'm able to catch it here. But then think about it. So if you receive this command here, okay, so what can you do about it? How can you typically the correct place for all the commands is in the commands list. And here you are not able to add this R45 to the command list because this is not the place where we utilize the commands list. The commands list, it's inside the main. So if I detect that there is something beside the auto, it's too late to handle it. What can you do if you receive RT45 inside? The RT45 should be to be detected and we run. So if you go up a little bit only here. Yes, wait. So where is RT45? This is the command RT45. It must come as an input to this function here so that you actually execute this term. But if you receive it inside this auto, what can you do? It's too late.
Maybe I should put it in front here. So it
No.
did enter.
No. The best way is to go back and to think, how can I call the process input function and I pass it RT45? So if I know that I am giving an auto, what I did here, it is correct, but it will need a lot of modification. I want to take you to the shortest modification possible. So think with me. I would like you to go to the main and start to think with me. What can we do? First of all, just go to the main, go down. Okay, so this is the place where we call process input for every command. So I'm thinking, I would like to put all the commands that come besides the auto inside here. So I want the program to think that they are entered on separate lines. So I would like to feed everything that comes besides the auto here. How can I do that? By little modification that I'm able to do. Where wait, I'm not able to write. Why? Did you
I didn't do
something?
anything.
Okay, can you stop sharing and open the sharing again? Sometimes it happens, I don't know why. Okay, share again.
Here right now.
Wait, it's not yet opening. Not sure. Wow, it's taking quite long.
Finish sharing.
No, not yet. I can't see anything yet. Wait, let me check also on my side. Is there anything on my side that yes, okay. So yes, I think I can write. So the only thing that I would like you to do here is that you receive a command and you save it to command variable. And then you later come here, insert that command in the command list. And then the code automatically designed without your intervention to execute every command. So I just want to make a little modification before I insert something inside here. At the moment, if you inserted your auto command, it will be inserted all in one line. But that way it will not get executed. It will be complicated. I don't want to insert the whole thing like that inside the commands array. That will complicate the matter for me. I want to simplify it. I want to take the auto, strip the auto to be a single command. And then I would like to take the R45 to insert it as a separate command in the commands here. So just before you do anything here, make an if statement. Okay, make an if statement that check if auto if the command contains auto, but not only auto, but it contains auto and something beside it. How can you do that?
But isn't auto enough? Then you can already know that that thing is auto.
Okay, you can start with that. Okay, fine. So if you know that it is auto, are you able to split it? We took the split command before. So if you know it is auto, so most probably there is something beside it. So I would like to split all the commands that come after the auto into separate commands. Are we able to do that? Do you still remember dot split?
Let me think.
Is it hard?
I just put the normal code and then
Okay, no
split.
problem. Okay, you check first, no problem. Little by little, yes, no problem. So if you detect auto, what are you going to do?
Should I like split it with a comma?
Um,
I don't
you
know.
okay? So okay, we have to think first, Yoru. So okay, first of all, the if you look at the exercise, you will find that we're writing auto, and then we leave a space, and then we write the first command. And then after the first command, we put a comma, we put the second command. So if you look at it, you will find that we might need to split 2 times. We might need to split first based on the space. So we separate auto from the remaining of the commands. And then later, we take the remaining of the commands, which could be 2, 3, or 4, and then we split them based on the comma. So because every command will be separated from the other by a comma. So we can write here go, so all separated by commas. So if you would like to remember how this is done, you go and search for FD max, how we implemented FD max, or even FD1. So we managed to split based on the space. There was no, space max. Maybe you implemented it different put. Yes, so you see here, this is how we do the splitting. Where, go up more maybe. So the split is done here.
Command.split.
And then you check the length. So split command take a string and produce an array. This part is actually an array. How I am telling this, you look at this. This is the array that is produced based on your string, this string. So you will find every command is separated on a different line. Because split here, when you put nothing inside, it's split based on the space. So maybe if you would like to try one more time, if you're able to run again, just write auto and write 2 commands here. Then you will see that these 2 commands are actually brought together. But anyhow, I don't want to complicate you. Just look at how the split works first. Euro, let me just highlight something to you so that you don't end up in big errors that you're not able to know why is it. So if you see here commands, this commands variable is actually used. So when you split, what you are doing is that you are disturbing this commands list. So this list supposed to take everything, not only auto, everything. But when you use it as a split, and you store inside it the split, the result of the split, you actually disturbing, you are going to erase everything that we stored inside. So imagine before you put the auto, maybe you put 3 commands, then all will be gone if you do that command. So I advise you use another variable to store your split result. Don't use commands. euro.
Yeah,
Can I ask you something?
yeah.
If the light is blackout, and sometimes it happen in the cities, right? So if there is a blackout, would you run in the dark, or will you move step by step and slowly? So if you are inside your house, your apartment, or even your house, if there is a blackout, will you run, or you move slowly until you detect what's around you?
Slowly.
Slowly. Okay. So in the coding, we need to move slowly because you do not know where you are at the moment. So I would not recommend that you, especially in the exam, that you write a lot of code like what you're doing, just one shot. I would, so you did a split, okay, and you did a check here. Use a lot of print statement here to actually print what is the split.
Yeah. So I just write parts equals command split. That's it.
Parts equal command split. Why not? Yes. Well, I think you are diving deep, and I think that is a bit complex way to handle that. I would rather um, try to tell you test your code first before you move forward, because you are moving in a more complex way. It should be more simple than what you are trying to achieve at the moment. This, I mean, in simple way, this is not the correct place where we handle and check the commands. The correct place to check the commands like fd, max, turn, and so on is actually in the process input. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We do it in the process input, so we don't need to rewrite the code again. Our purpose here to find any command and insert it inside the command array. This commands array have all the commands. Any command, we find it, we clean it, we put it, we just insert it here. So we do not insert auto and all the commands beside it as one command. We separate them into small commands, and then we start inserting them here. This is only the purpose of this portion of the code. So you split, so you check for auto, you split. My advice is to actually do two things. Come here, print parts, and print the length of parts. That's it. That's it at the moment. Under it, print the length of parts. Okay, now run, please. So okay, you did. So you see here, you actually printed auto, and this printed auto, and it's inside array. And then you printed one because the length of parts is, I mean, there is only one element inside the array. That's why you printed one. Okay, that's good. You write go, and then the next time you write auto and write space, and then write some commands beside it, and see what is going to be printed out. So print go, press enter here. Let me see what is. Index out of range. Process command. Did you put something? I'm not sure why. Auto command received. Process input. Print parts one. Where do you put? Okay, I got it. So never mind. That can be actually fixed later, because you designed your auto to always have some commands beside it. Never mind. Just run again, and then when you run again, please don't put auto alone. Put auto and put some command beside it, like R45, and put another command. RT45, comma, FD2, space 2, space. Okay, then enter, then write go. Okay, now slowly, please watch out what was printed out. So you printed out here. Wait, I would like to see what is printed here. What is printed here? So you see here what he did. He separate auto, and he separate RT45, and he separate FD and 2. And then let me see. Command received. He does not print these parts. Let me see why he doesn't really. That's quite strange. Why he didn't length of parts. He didn't print it out. Let me take a print screen because I'm communicating with Replit. They have certain problems in the. Let me take a print screen for that. I will need to send it out to them. So Replit print issue. It seems that they have been doing some update and it's not working. But anyhow, just what you can see now that we managed to somehow separate these commands. We separate whatever you enter here, and then we put it in this way. But the moment what you did is you use a split, right?
Yeah.
So when you use a split, there is one issue with the split. Okay, the issue here that you split not based on the space and the comma. You split. I would say you split in a way that even the one command is actually got split in a maybe wrong way. So I would recommend that you modify your split. So if you go here, let me write here. Wait, I can't see. Okay, so I would recommend that you modify your split. You put here, comma, and put a space inside and put 1.
Yeah. Put quotations and comma.
Yes, inside the split brackets. And inside the double quotation, please, yeah, okay, put 1 here first. Yeah, put space, yes, and try to run and see what the split is going to give to us. So do you see the difference from this kind of split? Yeah, but I wanted you, wait, give me a second, please. So I wanted you here to, when you put the FD, put a space and put some numbers. So when you put FD, put a space here and put 2, for example. I would like to see if he managed to actually get that correct. Never mind, just write go, and then we can rewrite the commands again, no problem. Okay, so he's still separate. So, okay, the point here, when you actually, when you printed, so this can be an issue for us because we would like to get the commands all separated in a proper way. So I would say, so, okay, we would like to check the length and the length is not appearing. Let me see. What if we put if statement and suppose parts, suppose, let me think, if length part is bigger than is 1. So I would say, okay, let me try with you this. So after this print, since this print is not bringing anything to us, I would say put, after this print, put if len parts equal 1, I would say maybe just put an empty print statement here, and then say else, or if len parts bigger than or equal to, if bigger than or equal to. So come here, put the colon, and then press enter. Put the colon and press enter after this. Yes. Did you put the colon?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you put the colon, please write a print. Double quotation auto entered alone. Then you come here. This will get only executed if we have many items inside our array. So I will say, I would like to, print okay, so wait here. I would like you to put a comma, please. Come here, put a comma, and write command.
Yeah.
Here. Put a comma after the double quotation and put command and then 5 colon and then leave it empty.
What's that supposed to do?
This supposed to the command that you entered with a lot of things there. I would like only to know if I have many commands other than the auto, I would like only to get these commands and then start to split them by comma. So try to run and then see what is this going to print out.
Why is it 5?
5 because how many characters inside auto?
4.
4, and there is a space after it. So it's 5.
Oh. Okay.
So write auto and write some commands after it, whatever command it is. Okay. So auto commands is received. Wow. This else is not executed. Let me see. Auto entered alone. Wait, this not even, we don't even execute that. Let me see. Is it parts? Quite strange.
It's so complicated.
Isn't it? Is it? I'm just surprised that this code is not running as it should be. That's quite strange. That is quite strange. Why is not printing anything here? Hmm. So, okay, let me think of another way to explain this to you. Um, but so far, what did you understand from me so far?
That um you split so you can take in the number of commands.
We needed actually to do this split, which is not. I mean, that is really disappointing. You remember you have another website that is able to run the code. I
Yeah,
can remember the school one. Can you copy this
yeah.
code and put it there? It's quite disappointing. I need to write really a bad letter to Replit. Um, Go to the code again, please. This was strange at even. Okay, slowly. Let me try to remove this. Let me check. If command is auto. Ah, I got it. So if you say that if the command is auto, you actually trying to make sure that, I mean, when you do this exactly like that, and then you provide your string as auto RT45. So this if statement will not become true because you do not have auto only. You have auto with other commands. So this will never get executed.
Oh,
So we need to do the split
oh,
first.
okay.
So we need to do this line need to be above here.
if I just write like if command starts with auto?
So actually there is an easier way, but
that-
let me tell you. So there is an easier command in Python that I think maybe it is easier to make your life easier instead of splitting a lot of splitting here that you're going to do. This you are able to change it to command dot start with. This start with command, you put inside it auto, just be aware that it is yes, correct. Start with auto. So I think you need maybe to comment that take this one again inside, take this line again inside. So we just use our, so start with auto, it means that we don't care whatever comes after the auto. It means that the most important is start with the auto. Now let's try to run, please, and see. So you see now I start to see that only executed with auto. So this is the length, and I still did not only executed when auto. Can you go to that line that where we printed that string? I wanted to see the lines that printed that string. Okay, slowly. So here, when you separate parts like that, so you see here only executed when auto entered. That print what? That print everything after the auto, and which means it print all the commands that you put. You put RT45 and FD2. So if you see here, I mean, now if I get this portion using this command, so I will take this and split it based on the comma, because I here have commas. Go down to see that you will see that all the commands that you write, I think I lost you somehow. You're not able to follow up.
What did you say?
Okay, are you able to follow up what we are trying to do?
No, I don't
No.
know what I was doing. I just don't know what to do next.
Okay, but do you see that? I mean, are you able to recognize when we write this command, what is the output? This specifically.
Uh, number commands.
This, can you see this print statement? Can you recognize that it got printed out in the output?
Yeah,
This one?
yeah.
So, okay. So why he removes the auto from here?
Um, because auto is part of the command.
Okay. So is it possible that you take that, how to say, you come here, put a print statement, and we try to actually split. So we say command, and then we open a square bracket, 5 colon. Yes, and then after the square bracket, you put dot, split, open two brackets and put double quotation and comma in between. So it means that you put comma like that. I want to separate by commas. Yes. Run, please. So, okay, this is what you got from the command 5 like that. And then this is the array when you use a split. So you split based on what? You split based on the comma. So that will be the first command. This will be the second command. If you enter 10 commands after that, it will be in a separate places in the array. So the key here, for every command that you have here, I would like you to insert it inside the commands list. So this command list, we insert commands inside it by using commands.append, and then I put every single command in this list inside it so that it gets executed as usual. So if I put it like that, if I insert the command like that, then the code will start to really execute as usual, because I took whatever you put on one line, I separate them into single commands like that. So are you able to, I mean, is it you are able to grab that, or is it still hard to understand what we're trying to achieve? Okay, think about it first.
This part is to
ignore the auto.
they already know there's 5 parts. So,
yes.
Like, why do you need to write this?
I need to write that because if the command that you enter is called auto, and there is a space, and then after the space you have RT45, and then you have comma. From, let us slowly, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is 5. Okay, so when I say, and all this is saved in what? In the command variable. So when I say command, I open bracket 5. So this is a string. This is in double quotation. When I say like that, I am taking from letter 5, which is this, towards the end of the string. So I'm ignoring the word auto. I'm ignoring this portion. Why I'm ignoring it? Because I want to insert every command that I'm getting from here. I want to first split it. So I would, here commands are separated by comma. Here auto and this first command is separated by space. So I cannot use the split when there is a space and with a comma. I need to separate. So I would like to get rid of the auto here. I would like to get rid of that. How to get rid of that? By using this. So it means that I take the part of the string starting from letter 5. How I decide based on this. I know that auto is fixed, and we have a space after it. I take from letter 5. You take from this, you will get a space included. And this does not help you. You understand?
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Okay. When you split the commands, this will result into an array. And you see it already printed out. The array looks like here, the first RT45, which is 0. The index of it is 0. And then you find here FD2. The index of this is 1. So if you have other commands, they will appear to you in the list. So if you have a list, and then you want to insert every element inside the list, inside this array, how you do? You use append. So you take every element from this, you insert it using the append command. By doing so, you already done your part. You don't need to do any extra modification. Because the program is designed to receive commands from you and insert it inside the commands and that command list. And this is what you are trying to do. You are not trying to invent the wheel. This is, I mean, if you look at it, if you try other ways, you will write much, much longer code. So my advice, create maybe array here called command, array command equal, and put this here. And then if you do that, the first step that I would say, just copy that.
What's this for?
Okay, this is to get, I mean, we already printed that, right? When we saw that this is a result, this will result in the command separated as an array. So if I got them separated as an array, I'm able to loop through them. So I'm able to create a loop that insert every command here inside this list to the commands here. I think you're lost, confused.
No, I'm listening.
Okay. So okay. Can you come here, print the first element? So I will say array cm, put zero. Yeah. And you press enter also.
It's not a list.
It is a list. You already make it a list. I mean, when you run the split command, it gives you a result as a list. Any split command that you use will give you a list. So yes, and actually you did that with the FD. If you look up, you go and have a look after the class about the process input. The process input do exactly the same. I didn't implement anything new. This is exactly the same concept. When we write FD and we put something, we did the split. We split the FD in one side and we need to know the count that we need to move. So he split based on the space. So I did the same. I just only here I split based on the comma. And why I said command starting from 5, because I did not want to include auto in the split. I wanted only to split based on the comma. Between the auto and the first command, there is a space, there is no comma. That's why I would like to get rid of this portion first. That is why I did this. If I now take the first element from this array, what is going to be printed? RT45. So if you press enter here, okay, now I would like you to write this line, commands.append, and then open a bracket and put array command, and you open a square bracket, this one, put this one. Array cm, square bracket 0. And then come here and print commands. I want you to print the commands to see what is entered inside the commands. Press enter. What is this? You need to put 0, yes.
What you say?
Print the commands array. Print this. Okay, that's it. No, just it's called commands only. Okay, now run, please. Let's have a look.
What?
No, just write no. And you write the command auto with other commands beside it. So if you look here, this is your array when you have auto, and then you ignored auto, and then you took the commands here, and then this is when you write array command and you put 0 like that, and then this was printed because I mean the only command that you put actually auto rt45fd, and you write commands dot append, and what did you write inside the append? You took rt45 and you insert it inside the command. So when you print the command array, you only find inside it this. And then he start to actually execute the rt45 command that you already entered. So if you change this to make it an array, it will loop through everything inside here. I still think that you are lost. Can you look at the code again?
It's code for.
This print statement, just to
Yeah.
let to let you know, print is only for clarifying. I mean, I can do without it. So this will print for you the first command after the auto, which is rt45. This will print it to the screen, only print it to the screen. If you remove it, nothing will get affected, but you will not be able to see what is happening inside the memory. So
this part adds the first command, like maybe if it's the first command is rt45, then it will add the rt45
to the commands list that will get executed later here.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have rt45 and fd2 and then maybe rt only like that, so this is 3 commands. How can you enter the 3 commands? You already enter one of them, which is the first one. Now you would like to enter this and this. How can you do that? You need to make a for loop through this array, and then every command that you already enter besides the auto, then you will be able to insert it inside here. This is the key, and if you've done that, you are done. The code finish. So you don't care about what kind of commands you enter besides the auto. You don't care how many of them. It can be 10, 20, 30, whatever. You don't need to write. I mean, now here we started to enter the first one. But what we have, if we have 10, do we need to repeat that for 10 times? I mean, I can't write that for 10 times. It doesn't make sense. So I would revert to a loop. I will use a for loop, based on the length of this, not while, better for loop, easier. For C in array CM. And then you indent that part. No, array CM is this. This is ARR CM. Just write this command. So what are you going to put here in the middle? I want you to think about it. When we use this for each, this is called for each. When you use for each, you don't need to use an index like that. Okay, if you would like to use an index, replace this with in range, and then you put the length of the array. Len array CM. But if, I mean, do you still remember what this does?
What?
For each loop.
What?
Do you still remember the for each loop?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say, give me you off your sharing, please. Let me try to write. So this is, I think you can see my screen. This is RT1. And this is just an example. So let's put RT45. Let's put FD2 like that. So if I put that, if I say for C in ARR, and then I put this command here like that. So if I say print, that will print what? If I print C, this is one way. So have a look. So can you see that? Can you see these first two? This is what is inside the array. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Okay. So what if I make? So if I say string equal, and then I put the string is auto space, and then I put these commands like that. So you see here, and then I would like to actually make my array str, and then I open square bracket, I say after the fifth character, give me a split. So I'm splitting. I'm trying to ignore this portion, and I try to get everything from here, and I split it based on the comma. I put here comma, and then I will do my loop again. So let us try to run. So you see here what's happening. I managed to insert or to print from this loop all the commands in this array. And what is the command inside the array? FD3, RT, LT45, you see here, and the go. So I managed to get all of them. Okay, what if I have another array that's called commands? So these commands, okay, I initialize it to be, oops. I initialize it to be empty. And then I would say, instead of just printing only, I would like to write commands dot append, and then I would like to put C inside them. And then after that, I would like to print commands. How is that? So far, I mean, what I'm doing is complicated.
I get it.
50%.
You,
So you see
yeah.
here, you see I'm printing what? I'm printing commands. I use this loop to take each command that is result from this splitting, and I managed to insert them inside my commands array. So I first inserted fd3, I print it out, and then I add the C, which is a command, to my command, to my empty command list. So I end up with a list that contains this command. And that is how your program, your skeleton program, come originally working with this way. He insert every command that you write here. And then what I tried now to do is that I split this complicated structure to single commands, and I take every command and insert it inside the command list. Why? Because I do not want to invent the wheel. I would like the code to work as same as when it comes to us. So I don't want to write O2 and then you write also an if statement to check if this is FD. I don't want to do that. I just want to take every command, insert it in the normal command list, and let the code work as it was working before. So it will just convert this to single commands that got inserted here. Okay, now if I think about it, is this loop got another way to work? Yes, there is another way. So we can say I or I in range, and this is a typical. So I would say length of what? Length of array. Actually, you call it array CM. So let me put it array CM. This is what you used. So I get the length of array CM, and then if I do that, if I use a range, then I have to modify how I'm going to access my elements. So if you use a range, this will become a number, not a value. So I will use this number to access every element inside my array, because that will be my index. So I use the index, I modify what I'm going to insert. Instead of just putting C, I put like that. So that will also result in exactly the same array. So are you able to use both ways? It's totally up to you. So that summarize what actually I tried to do with you. So you see here, the result is exactly the same. Every command you see here, I managed to insert it inside here. I managed to insert all. So you write here 10 commands. If I add here, maybe commands like that. Okay. So if I stop, I run again. So you will see that sorry again.
Is that a list? Why don't you put it in square brackets?
Which one? Which line?
First line. You wrote string equals that.
No, the string. I mean, this is line number 5. You're talking about line number 5?
Yeah.
Line number 5 is a string, pure string, because it have double quotation. You see here, double quotation. So this is pure string. To convert the string into an array, I need to use a split. So, okay, if you're confused, okay, now let me do step by step. So I would say, ignore auto. So I say ignore auto. I will make it contain like this. And then I will save this, and I will use it here instead of this, if this is complicating the matter to you. And then I will print here, ignore auto, and I will copy that to you. I will put it with a comma. This is ignore auto equal. Okay, so what is going to be printed out from ignore auto? I will find that I am printing ignore auto is only the commands that come after the auto. So this is what I did. And this ignore auto is still a string. So to convert the string to an array, I need to use a split. So I divide this ignore auto based on what? On the commas. Every comma, I take the one before it, I insert it inside an array.
This part, the str5 thing, it is used so that if I write 6, right, then the fd3 will not run. It will straight away go to RT. So it ignores
Do you see?
It ignores whatever however many, like whatever number you put in there, like the amount, like wait.
Can you repeat again? The last 3 words or 4 words got cut in a way that, so if you, this 5 is based on where is the start
Where they
letter.
start the code, where they start to like run the code. Is that what it is? Like the str 6.
No, I don't get you. Sorry. So this str6 here, this is because the f character is at this 5 position. If I write 6, I will not get the f. I will get from D. So where is the D? You see here?
Is 5 where they start running the code from?
No. It is no, it's not. It is the index. So strings and array work in the same way. So inside the memory, the string looks like this. So it have positions 0, 1, 2 for every character, 3 and 4, and then 5, and then 6. So inside it, here the 0 have A, and then U, T, O, space, and then F, and here D. So this is exactly how the array, the string inside the memory looks like. Every character is stored in a separate place. If I would like to get the 0 character, so okay, simple, very simple. Okay, I come here to you, I say print str, I open square bracket, and then I put 0. Look at what is printed out. str0. If I come here, I write run. Do you see what str0 print for me? It print A, which is the first character in this string. So that is what I'm trying to explain to you here. That the string is divided inside the memory, and every character have an index.
What's the colons are in 6 after 6?
So, okay, this is a way to split strings. If you would like to get only part of the string, so you have to, okay, let me put it also this way, easy. The code will have a problem, but let me, so if I say 0 to 2, if I would like to get characters in between from 0 until 4, so I would like to extract from 0 until 4. So that is how I do that. So have a look. If I put stop, then I run again, that will print for me auto. So why is that? Because I choose to mark my start and my end like this, from 0 until 4. So this, how you do that? By putting a colon in between. You telling the start position and the end position. Now I understand why you get confused, because maybe you forgot how we do that. Actually, we did that, but quite long ago, maybe 1 month and a half. So we did something like that. So this is how you actually make a substring. If you remember, maybe pseudocode, you have similar function, but not, of course, as complicated as that. So this is cutting part of the string and only getting it back. Just remember that the 4 is exclusive, which means in reality, I'm not getting the fourth position, like this 4. You're getting this 4 minus 1, which means that you stop at here. So what if I would like to include the F here with me? So if I write 5, I will never get the F. So let me see here with you. If I write 5 like that, so do you see I'm getting auto? Okay, but I never get the F because 5 is my end position and I will never get it. It's exclusive. I will end up at 4. So you will find that I'm getting a space here. So what if I would like to get the F with me printed out? So I increase that to 6. So sorry, I include that to 6. So once I write 6, I will not get the D, but I will get only the F printed out. So can you see here the F?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, this portion of the code, cut your string into parts, not cut it into parts, but it extract part of the string and get it out that in a way that you can print it out or even save it in a variable. So here I'm getting part of the string. When I put colon and I put nothing here, instead of counting my string and knowing where is the index of the last character here, I just use an easy trick. The trick say if you leave that empty, it will get the last element automatically, the last character in the string for you automatically. So by right, I supposed to know where is exactly the index of this O or even the G. I supposed to write it, but I ignore it because this is a trick that I'm able to use. So I said to him the start and I ignore the end position. So he automatically run until the end of the array or the list, the string, sorry. Are we there? Did we reach anywhere? Did we reach anywhere?
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, in your understanding, did we manage to somehow understand anything?
Yeah, but there's nothing at the back of the colon. Does that mean there's like no stopping point?
Again, so no.
There's no.
Where exactly are you talking about?
On line 7, there's nothing after the colon.
Yes, exactly. So if you, the correct way is to write maybe len str. So this is the correct way. I can write like that because if I would like to say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's tedious process. So I just write, easier for me to write just lengths like that. So will it work? Yes, it will work.
Okay.
So again, when I print this ignore auto, it will still come towards the end. So what if I say length -1? So it will not get the, can you see here? I get only G until the character G, not the O. I ignore the O. Why? Because I put here -1. I think maybe I need to do some refreshing for you for how to get to access part of the string, because I think here we also studied last time that if I put here, let me give you here, if I put here -1, do you remember what this will bring to me?
Go back to the previous, the last one.
Yes, and if I put -2, oh, never mind, -3. Yeah, here, let's see what does it bring? So -3 bring me nothing because -3 is here, but is exactly here, which is a space. So it will not be able to print it out. What if I put -2? It will bring me the G. So this bring single characters. I'm able to get single characters. You see here the G? But if I would like to get many characters, this is a way to access a single character. If I would like to get many characters, I need to use a colon. I need to use a colon like that. Do you understand? I need to mark start, colon, and then stop. How is that?
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, I have to stop because I have other class after that. Can we
I'll look
continue
through
next
this
time?
again.
Yes, yes, please. And I will,
I try it again
yes,
later.
yes, please. So I would say that I would send you now this code to your WhatsApp, and then please have a look at that. Okay? So, or try to
Okay.
do it. Okay. See you next class. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.